Hello, my friends. Assalamu alaikum. Just imagine if I were to go to city B and I reach city A, how would I feel? Not good. Now, the question is how that happened or why that happened. It happened because I took the wrong bus or train. I did not pay attention to the train's destination. Likewise, if I do not know who am I, it would have very serious consequences for me. So what I am trying to say, my friends, is that we must know our true identity. Otherwise, it would have grave consequences at the end of the day. So now let's begin. My friends, according to the teachings of Quran, we are not bodies. Rather, our true identity is soul. If we do not understand this or grasp it as we are supposed to, it can have very serious consequences. My friends, the body is a physical vessel, a temporary house for the soul. As we know, it is subject to aging, illness, and ultimately death. My friends, body is important and must be taken care of, but we should never forget that this is not we, it is merely our physical vessel. My friends, we are actually souls, and we were created in the actual order of existence, that is, outside this universe. And then God is sending us to this universe, to this earth, for the purpose of test. My friends, the soul, which we actually are, or nafs as Quran says, it is our true identity. Not knowing our true identity or misunderstanding our true identity can lead to several consequences. Let's explore them now. Number one, when people identify primarily with their bodies, they tend to place undue importance on material aspects of life, such as physical appearance, wealth, possessions, and worldly status, etc. My friends, this can result in a superficial existence where temporary things like beauty, youth, and material success define a person's worth. But that is not what we are. And as we know, all these things are transient in nature. I mean, beauty, youth, and material success. Because of that, we face insecurity, dissatisfaction, and constant striving for more and more. Number two, if we believe that we are actually bodies, then the natural processes of aging, illness, and death can cause significant fear and anxiety. My friends, recognizing that we are souls housed in a temporary body shifts our perspective completely, thereby making aging and death part of a natural process rather than something to fear. Number three, my friends, if a person views himself primarily as a body, this can lead to severe consequences like heedlessness, basically meaning that a person would become spiritually unaware or disconnected from the deeper purpose of life because the soul is being neglected, which is my true identity. Likewise, there will be moral confusion. When I prioritize worldly success, power, and pleasure over ethical and spiritual considerations, I am compromised morally. My friends, I would be lacking inner peace. Why? Because I am neglecting my soul, my true self. And the true fulfillment and peace comes from nurturing my true identity, that is soul, not the body. Ignoring the soul leads to a sense of emptiness, even if one achieves all kinds of worldly success. Next point. My friends, belief in the afterlife is central to Islam and other religions as well. If we primarily identify with our physical bodies, it may be difficult to comprehend or accept the reality of life after death. My friends, I, the soul, am eternal, and its journey continues after death. But a person who only sees himself as a body may focus exclusively on the here and now, ignoring the consequences of their actions in the hereafter. Next point. My friends, if we do not know our true identity, we may lose sight of our purpose. According to the Quranic teachings, God or Allah created us to discover Him and then become His man. There is a very clear verse in Quran, which is from chapter 51, verse 56, which states, "And I did not create the jinn and mankind except to worship me." My friends, the true meanings of this verse is that we need to first of all discover God and recognize Him and consciously submit before Him before we can become His abd, His man, etc. I hope it is clear. My friends, I will conclude by saying that not knowing our true identity, that is, we are souls rather than merely physical bodies, can lead to a life centered around materialism, superficial concerns, and most of all, the spiritual neglect, basically meaning we will neglect our true self completely. This disconnection from the soul results in fear, inner conflict, and a lack of purpose. My friends, recognizing that our true essence is the soul created by Allah and that the body is a temporary vessel allows us to live with deeper awareness and purpose. My friends, I hope it is clear by now how misidentification of our true self can lead to severe problems and grave consequences. Thank you and Assalamu Alaikum.